Hello, everybody. It's Fear Buster Friday. Hello, hello. Fear Buster Friday. And I'm your Fear Buster coach, Lydia Rieger. Welcome to Fear Buster Friday, where we bounce off of our fears and we jump right into fun, faith, and freedom. Glad to have you with me. Now, love and like and share this. You're going to love it. So, recently, just last night, I was inducted as the president of the Optimist Club of Daniel Boone. And I've been a member for quite a number of years now. And I thought it was about time, that I jump into this role. And so, to inspire so this has inspired my Fearbuster Live. The fact that the Optimist Club has an Optimist Creed. So I'm going to be reading it for Fearbuster Friday. I don't know, I can't even talk anymore. Okay. So, but before I do that, for those of you who don't know, there are a few purposes of the Optimist Club, and I have a little card here. I'm going to read some of the purposes. One is to develop optimism as a philosophy of life, utilizing the tenets of the Optimist Creed, which I will read in a moment. So this Fear Buster video, it has to do with just that, that Fear Busters develop an optimism as their way of life or their philosophy of life. And I truly believe that in order to really be a fear buster, you've got to be not just positive, but optimistic. And I'll unpack that in a little bit. Another purpose of the Optimist Club is to promote an active interest in good government and civic affairs, and also to inspire respect for the law, and to promote patriotism and work for international accord and friendship among all people, and to aid and encourage the development of youth in the belief that the giving of oneself in service to others will advance the well-being of humankind, community life, and the world. So all of which I believe, and that's why I've been a member of the Optimist Club. And for those who know me as a teacher tutor, this is perfect for me because I love children and have always worked with them and the community as well. So yeah, it's a privilege, I feel, and just a joy to now be officially the president of the Optimist Club. I was secretary a few years back, and also coordinating different committees such as the craft shows and so on that we have, big fundraisers for our year, so we can do more for the children and give scholarships and run other community events and children's events. But anyway, enough about that. I want to get on to the actual creed. And so while you're hearing this creed, maybe you've heard it before, think about yourself and your life and how you can use these principles in your life and really become a fear buster in the sense of optimism that this creed represents. Okay, here it goes, the Optimist Creed. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. That is the Optimist Creed. And I believe that all of those things mentioned pretty much, for me, point to the fact that where your attention goes, energy flows. If your attention is on negative and why can't you do this and why can't you do that and oh, woe is me, this always happens to me, if you're always concentrating on victimhood, or if you often are going there, then you're going to get more of that negativity the more you focus on it. And also, if your attention is on the positive, you're going to have more positivity in your life. If you're somebody who always sees the cup as half full, if you're always looking for the sunny side, even though you see dark clouds, you're going to see more positivity in your life. You're going to just feel better. And people are going to want to hang around you more too. And it just reminds me also about how when you put your attention on something, such as, let's say you've always wanted to have a certain type of car, or maybe you just decided, I want to buy XYZ car. I think that it's cool, or I like the gas mileage, or I like all the features it has, or I like the color. Okay, whatever it is, but maybe you've bought that car. But think about this. When you decided that you were either going to get it, whether it's now or someday in the future, guess what? I bet you have seen more and more of that car on the road. Maybe you bought the car and now you have seen more and more of the same cars when you're driving around. And, the same thing can happen in a lot of places in our lives. I've thought of how when I go shopping, like for clothes, for example, I am searching for a certain thing, maybe. Sometimes I'm just browsing, but if I'm looking for a particular thing, like the other day, my mother-in-law said, I want a thick sweatshirt, so I was searching for thickness, and I know what colors that she likes, so I was searching for certain colors, and I also knew that she had to have a size small, so I also was searching for small. Now, why am I telling you this? It's because both the cars that you see, and also if you're shopping, you're looking for something specific, and your reticular activating system in your brain turns on, and it's like your energy is going where your attention is going. So you are purposely trying to look for whatever it is you're looking for. So I was purposely looking for a small sweatshirt that was thick, and I wasn't looking for any particular color, but I was looking for small, short thickness, and something maybe not pink, because I don't think my mother-in-law likes pink too much. So I was just looking for stuff like that, and so the reticular activating system turns on, and you're looking for that specific thing. Anything else that you come across, you're just like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. And I look at when I read this Optimist Creed, it's like, yeah, put your attention on those things and you'll get those things. You won't get the other things. Okay? You put your attention on the sunny side of everything. And that's how your optimism comes true. You're going to forget the mistakes of the past. You're going to move on to the greater achievements of the future. And what was the other one I thought of? Well, all of them are pretty much this way. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself, then you're not criticizing others. So when you're putting your attention on something, that's where the energy is flowing. So where your attention goes, whoosh, energy flows. Where your attention goes, whoosh, energy flows. So why is this important to you, and what's your fear bust a move today? So it's really important to you because you're going to get what you want. So let me ask you, what is it that you really want? What is it that you really want? Your fear bust a move is to put your energy on that, not on all the reasons why you can't, or why you're not getting it yet. But you want to keep putting your attention exactly on what it is that you want. And your reticular activating system will kick into gear. And so part of the fear bust a move this week is, you first remember what is it that you really want. And then as you go throughout your week, when you notice, because it probably will happen at some point, when you notice that you're not focusing on what it is that you want, when your mind drifts over to that other side, like, oh, I'm not getting it. Oh, this always happens to me. Why isn't it here yet? Blah, 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 blah. When you notice that, then tell yourself right away. You can give yourself a little, I don't know, like a little word or phrase or something like attention, like put your attention on what you really want instead of what you're not wanting. You can simply say, no, I'm looking for this. But whatever works for you, but I like to say things like, be gone, like whatever bad thought comes in that's not in line with what I want, I might just say, be gone, or I might say, delete that. Or I might say, well, this is especially if the thought comes up like, well, you've never done that before, I might be like, okay, that was then, this is now. But whatever helps you. But yeah, I think it's really important that you pick a little word or a phrase so that you're ready, because if you're not ready for it, sometimes what happens to me is I just get that bad recording that plays over and over and over. And so I want to be prepared, because it will come at any given moment. And so I want to be prepared, and I can simply say, be gone, or delete that. That was then, this is now. And, or just stomp, I can stomp my foot or clap my hand, do some movement and then just really break, that cycle of the continual, like bad recording in the brain. So remember this week, Fear Buster, to kick in that reticular activating system. And just like when you're going shopping and you're trying to find something you want, just like when you've got something on your mind and you want it, maybe you haven't bought it yet, and then you're seeing it everywhere. That's how it works. You're going to focus, because where your attention goes, whoosh, energy flows. And that's it. And just remember, you know, look up that Optimist Creed. Sometimes I post it. Maybe I'll do that later. You know, but you can easily look it up, download it, hang it on your wall, remind yourself of those principles, and start living a life of optimism as your philosophy. And so that's a good number of things you can do for your fear buster move today. And remember, Fear Buster, to make every day a Fear Buster day. Bye for now.